It is our monstrous main event. The Monster Among Men versus the Big Red Machine. The question now is, who is going to face Universal Champion Brock Lesnar for the title next month at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view event? If these two didn't detest each other enough, now you add the stakes of moving on to the Royal Rumble to challenge Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. These two men will stop at nothing. No way! A chokeslam to Strowman! Braun Strowman just kicked out of a chokeslam by Kane. Oh, and another chokeslam by Kane. And again, Strowman kicks out.
One more ride, guys.
Uh-oh. And now it's Strowman's turn to deliver a chokeslam to Kane. Here's the cover, and Kane kicks out of that. Was that the last gasp effort from the Monster Among Men? Was that all that Braun had left? And now this fight has moved out into the WWE Universe. Oh, God! Strowman driving Kane through the barricade!
The match is over.
Both men have been counted out. Braun Strowman is not through. He continues to go after Kane. Oh, no. Both monsters with the same idea. Something's got to give here. These two monsters are literally giving everything in their bodies in an effort to destroy one another. You believe that this rivalry has gotten to this point. Brutality is unparalleled. Are you kidding me? Kane cannot believe that he stared back into the eyes of the monster. Braun once again. Oh no. Right into the grip of the Big Red Machine. Kane looking for the choke slam. Strowman trying to power out of the grip of Kane. Running power slam through the table. The Monster Among Men. What does this mean for Royal Rumble? Both Braun and Kane technically lost that match. Who is going to challenge Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship? Welcome, everybody, to Monday Night Raw. Who's in charge of that show, but we have no problem letting you know General Manager Kurt Angle is firmly in charge of Monday Night Raw. Hi again, everybody. Big decision by Kurt Angle tonight. Who's going to face Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble? With so many questions unanswered, you know the Beast Incarnate wants to feed at Royal Rumble. Will it be Strowman? Will it be Kane? What's going on? I need to find out. It'll be a good night, though.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Last week, Braun Strowman and Kane faced off to see who would challenge Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble. Unfortunately, that match did not have a decisive winner. But Brock Lesnar is here tonight. And by the end of the night, I will determine who Brock Lesnar's next opponent will be. But until then, I promise.
Live in Providence, Rhode Island, it is the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. Feel the earth tremble beneath his feet, and I'm sure Braun Strowman has a very compelling case for our general manager.
Look at the eyes of Kurt Angle, man. The eyes never lie. He's scared.
Would you want to be in there?
He's scared right now.
Kurt, I earned the opportunity to face Brock Lesnar. Last week, I was the only one standing, and that's why you should pick me to be Brock Lesnar's opponent at the Royal Rumble.
this has now become an extremely volatile situation. The Big Red Machine, Kane, and guys, we saw at the top of the program what these two men, Strowman and Kane, did to one another last week.
What went down 7 nights ago would cripple normal men. Fortunately for these two, it's a Big Red Machine and a monster, both with their eyes set on the WWE Universal Championship.
Bucker, what were you saying about Kurt Angle before?
He's got a big job tonight.
He's scared now.
I've caused more destruction than anyone in WWE for over 20 years. So there's no way that anyone is stepping in front of me. Brock Lesnar's list of victims, it's impressive. And while it does include my brother in destruction, The Undertaker, it does not include me. I'll get my chance at Royal Rumble unless you're man enough to stop me.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to have this discussion without input from the title holder. My client, the reigning, defending, undisputed.
And now things are extremely combustible.
Well, the Beast Incarnate is walking with
three of the baddest men in sports entertainment history are going to be in the ring at the same time.
Brock might want to think about this one right here, guys. He's the world champion.
Yeah, but Lesnar also doesn't know the meaning of the word fear, Booker. The Beast Incarnate circling the ring. The champion's doing the stalking.
Oh, wow.
An incredible moment to kick us off here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Lesnar, Strowman, and Kane.
all right, guys, before things get out of hand, I need to make my announcement. At the Royal Rumble, it's going to be a triple threat match. Brock versus Braun versus Kane. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Kurt Angle, what a major announcement from Kurt Angle tonight. These three men will battle at the Rumble for the title.
Kurt Angle just hightailing out of the ring.
And do you blame him?
Not in the least.
Oh, my goodness. And look at Strowman and Kane going after Brock, and Brock sending Strowman over the top rope.
That was a message.
And now Kane and Lesnar squaring off. The Big Red Machine looking for a choke slam. The champion touches him with an elbow. And now looking for an F5 on Kane. And he finally gets the big man up. And Lesnar with an F5.
Wow.
The Beast marking his territory. That's right, Kurt Angle. That's right.
Well,
you made the match.
If this is any sort of preview as to what's going to go down at the Royal Rumble, Brock Lesnar may be Universal Champion forever.
Said it, Cole, marking his territory. The Universal Champion, that's Brock.
A machine and a beast battling it out for the Universal Championship in 6 weeks at the Royal Rumble event. A colossal matchup in Philadelphia. And Kane just set up from an F5. And Lesnar taking it back. Get used to it, Brock. It's coming your way at the Rumble. And we're just getting started live on Monday Night Raw. Because coming up next, Seth Rollins has had some problems in Samoa Joe, as have the rest of his Shield brethren. Rollins and Joe square off live next on Monday Night Raw. Live on Monday Night Raw, because coming up next, Seth Rollins has had some problems in Samoa Joe, as have the rest of his Shield brethren. Rollins and Joe square off live next on Monday Night Raw. Channel. 20 million.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Davenport, Iowa, weighing 217 pounds. He is a member of the Shield, Seth Rollins.
I mean, what an incredible way to start Monday Night Raw off with our general manager, Kurt Angle, making an incredible announcement that Brock Lesnar will defend his Universal Championship against Braun Strowman and Kane in 6 weeks at the Royal Rumble event.
I've never found it appropriate to bet against Brock Lesnar, but in this particular case, the odds certainly are stacked against our Universal Champion.
Did you see the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar a minute ago?
I absolutely did,
He's
Brooke.
bad, man.
And here's a man as well, the King Slayer, who considers himself bad, a former WWE champion. And Rollins set to renew a long-time rivalry with a man who's given the Shield fits as of late, Samoa Joe.
Right, this isn't Samoa Joe's music.
And that's
He's
not
a
Samoa
From
Joe.
Chicago, Illinois, weighing 245 pounds.
Look. Look, Seth, I understand that I'm not the guy that you want to see out here right now. You want Samoa Joe. I get it, but you're not the only one. I've been asking Kurt Angle for a match with Samoa Joe for the last 2 weeks. Here's the thing. I'm done asking. I got nothing but respect for you, Seth. But if you have a bone to pick with Samoa Joe, you're going to have to pick the bones when I'm done with him.
Look, Jordan, look, I respect you. I appreciate what you're trying to do. I know you got Kurt Angle's voice in your head saying it's not enough just to hold your own, that you got to win. I understand that. A lot of pressure on you, brother. But look, this isn't your big opportunity. I know you think this is your chance to make it.
Well, the man Rollins and Jordan are arguing about is in the house.
You gotta be either great or stupid to beg for a fight with Samoa Joe.
Well, isn't this nice? I mean, gentlemen, you got me up here feeling like the belle of the ball, and oh, look, all the popular boys want to dance with me. Now, gentlemen, it seems we have a very, very complex problem, and I believe in simple solutions since you both want to get your hands on me so very, very badly. How about right now we have Jason Jordan versus Seth Rollins? And the winner gets beat down and put to sleep by me.
Joe, that sounds absolutely wonderful, except for the fact that the match has already been made. Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins. So why don't you mosey on down here and let me kick your teeth down your throat? And Jordan here can go look for his daddy's approval somewhere else. How about that, huh?
Oh, boy. Jordan may have just talked Seth Rollins into this match that Samoa Joe is proposing. And guys, it looks like it's going to happen.
I like it.
Joe will wander down to ringside as Rollins gets set to go one-on-one with Jason Jordan. And the official checking right now with the timekeeper to...
This is a match now between Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan.
And there it is, it's official.
What a great opportunity for this kid.
For Jason Jordan, one-on-one with Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe at ringside. The winner apparently going to face Samoa Joe later on tonight.
I'm going to wonder if this is going to be at all detrimental to Seth Rollins. Seth's been preparing for the last few days for Samoa Joe.
And there's Jason Jordan, nice takedown of Rollins.
Unbelievable amateur background on Jason Jordan. And Seth Rollins is finding out right now.
Multiple suplex variations. This kid, he's got a lot of talent. Just need to be able to put it all together, I think.
Jason Jordan continuing to control Seth Rollins. Now the headlock as Joe is taking a seat at ringside to look on. And Corey, what do you make of this? Jason Jordan continuing to force his way into these situations.
I admire Jason Jordan's mindset. You want to shoot for the top of the mountain, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. We've seen Jordan hang and hold his own with Roman Reigns, with John Cena on multiple occasions. Jordan knows what he's capable of. He just wants to show the world.
Yeah, but at one point you're going to get bit by it. Look what happened last week. He cost Dean Ambrose a match against Samoa Joe. Ambrose was not happy about that. Now Rollins kick right to the midsection of Jordan. Would love to make Jason pay as he sends him over the top rope right in front of Samoa Joe.
The big time here, son.
Rollins in control for the opportunity to meet Samoa Joe later tonight. This is here on Monday Night Raw, impromptu matches, and this is one of them, Jason Jordan versus Seth Rollins. And we can confirm that during the commercial break, General Manager Kurt Angle told us that the winner of this match will face Samoa Joe at some point in the future. Joe watching the match at ringside.
Oh, man.
And Jordan again sent over the top rope. It was supposed to be Joe versus Seth Rollins, but when Jason Jordan shoved Seth Rollins down, he said that Kurt Angle said it would be okay if we had a match tonight.
This lives up to the mantra of Kurt Angle. Settle it in the ring.
And Seth Rollins caught by Jordan.
With incredible power by Jordan.
Driving Rollins into the barricade.
The one thing I can't say about this kid, Jordan, he has a mean streak.
As is the man you were just looking at, Samoa Joe. But once again, watch Jordan driving Rollins into the barricade.
See the barricade shift about 8 inches under the weight of both of these superstars, totally changing the complexion of the match.
Jason Jordan tossing Rollins into the
Smart
ring.
move, cover.
Hooks both legs this time and a kick out at 2. Again, Jason Jordan continues to find himself in these situations, I think thanks in part to his father, the general manager, Kurt Angle.
One thing I can't say about Jordan tonight, he's changed his pace. He's slowing it down. I always tell young guys that's the biggest thing. You got to know how to learn how to slow it down a little bit. And I think Jordan's got it.
Yeah, burying his shoulder into the spine of Rollins, whips him across the ring, and Seth again hits hard. Jordan working the back of Rollins. Moves him toward the center of the ring. Hooks a leg, kick out by Seth. It'd be great strategy, Corey, for Jason to work the back of Seth because Jason throws a lot of intense suplexes.
Definitely a solid game plan by Jordan to focus his attack on Rollins' lower back.
Now Rollins driven again, spine first into the buckle. And Jason Jordan has taken control of this matchup as he again stares down at Samoa Joe. A man Jordan's wanted for the past couple of weeks after Joe insulted him here on Raw.
Look at this.
Whoa.
Again, the power of Jordan.
Jason just manhandled Rollins.
Well, Jordan's a big dude, Corey. He's a strong guy. He's got a tremendous amateur background. He's very quick. Former tag team champion, just a great upside.
Couldn't agree with you anymore. Jason Jordan has taken to this business faster than just about anybody I've ever seen. Only a few short years he's been in the game, and he's already elite.
But again, he has a lot of proving to do to many people who believe that he's getting a lot of opportunities here because of his dad, Kurt Angle.
Well, you know what they say about family. If they can't help you out, you don't really need them.
It's because those opportunities, and he's come up short in all of those opportunities tonight. He's got a chance to have a great performance by getting a win over a primetime player like Seth Rollins.
And look at Jordan again picking Rollins out of the air and again burying him in the corner. And Jason Jordan continues the pressure on Rollins and the lower back.
Look at this. You've got to appreciate this smash mouth style of Jordan right now. Very effective.
Intense look on the face and in the eyes of Jason Jordan.
I'm hoping that's what it is. Oh, man.
Shoulder to the gut. Cover by Jordan. Isn't enough to put Seth away. Wrap the arm and a kick out at 2.
I don't know, kid. Looking a little desperate right now to me.
Well, Jordan
looks to me like Jordan's in complete control, Booker. He just about cut Seth Rollins clean in half.
He is in control, but just look at that look in his eye. I've had that look in my eye before, man. Not being able to put a guy away.
Yeah, it's called frustration, I believe, as Jordan delivers a right hand right to the face of Seth Rollins. Jason just has to, he's got to dig down here, Corey. He's got to understand he's in there with a multi-time WWE champion, former Money in the Bank winner, tag team champion.
Jason Jordan imagines what it could mean for his career to defeat Seth Rollins and then eventually move on and defeat Samoa Joe. That would silence all the doubters.
And there's a lot of doubters, man.
And look at Jordan now. Slowed backbreaker, knee, lower back, both legs hooked again, and Seth kicks out at 2. And to Booker's point earlier, it's one thing for Jason Jordan to continue to have these great performances against the upper echelon of WWE, but at some point you've got to start to win.
You know, what's inside that confines, Cole, only thing you got to fall back on is your skill set. And right now, Jordan's going to have to fall back on it. This kid, Seth Rollins, not going to let him out the back door or anything like that.
Booker, how long did it take you in your career to figure out how to win on a weekly basis?
You know, it was 10 years for me in the business before I realized what it took to go out there and win. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of cunning. It takes a lot of calculating.
Oh, and look at Seth Rollins into his own cover, and a kick out at 2 by Jordan. Jason almost got caught.
And speaking of calculating, it's no better than this man right here, Seth Rollins.
Face first, Jordan off the second turnbuckle.
I agree with you, Booker. Seth Rollins, they call him the architect for a reason, one of the most cunning superstars on the roster. But Jordan...
And a great throw by Jason. And again, Jordan's in control.
Great counter right there.
And off a sling blade, Seth Rollins has taken control of Jason Jordan momentarily, at least, lands on the apron. Impromptu matchup happening here on Monday Night Raw tonight. The winner of this match will get a future match against that man, Samoa Joe.
Kingslayer now waiting for Jordan to get into position.
And Rollins off the top rope, flying halfway across the ring. Cover, hooks the leg on Jordan. Isn't enough to put Jason Jordan away, who kicks out at 2.
Well, Jordan's going to have to find that second win right here, guys.
Because Rollins springboard flying through the air, connecting with a massive clothesline, but not enough to keep Jordan down for 3.
Jason Jordan been very, very impressive in this matchup so far tonight, as Seth Rollins looks to gain complete control here against Jordan. Seth Rollins measuring his man. Remember, it was supposed to be Rollins and Joe tonight before Jason Jordan wanted part of the action. He shoved Seth Rollins down, said, Kurt Angle said it'll be okay for us to have a matchup.
Rollins taking a moment to lock eyes
look
with
at Jordan
Joe.
catching Rollins.
And it's going to cost.
Another suplex.
My God.
Rollins landed on his shoulder. Both legs hooked yet again on Seth. Kick out at 2, and Rollins fights to stay in it.
If you had to point out one flaw in the game of Seth Rollins, is he tends to be a very, very highly emotional competitor. Seth tends to get inside his own head, let himself get distracted just there, and Jordan made Rollins pay.
Yeah, Jason Jordan, he's moving a little slow, though. Laid on his back for about 5 seconds after that big move. That tells me he's running out of gas.
Now Jason Jordan went for the suplex perhaps again, and Rollins burying a couple elbows in the back of the neck.
Thinking about the spin-out knee. Jordan counters.
And Jason set through the second rope out to the floor.
Oh, here comes Rollins.
Looking for the suicide dive, but instead switching offense in midstream and delivering the kicks to Jordan. And now Rollins with a suicide dive, and down goes Jason.
But Rollins also went back first into the barricade. Remember all the damage that Jordan inflicted a few moments ago.
And Jordan's been focusing on the back of Seth Rollins throughout this matchup. Watch yet again. And watch where Rollins hits here as he takes out Jason Jordan back first into the barricade, as Corey pointed out.
Well, they call them high-risk maneuvers.
Jason Jordan better keep focusing, man, because any slight bit of doubt creep into the mind, man, that could be it. Trust me.
And the official now, count of 5 with Rollins and Jordan both outside the ring. Count of 7, Rollins struggling to make it back in, as is Jason Jordan. Count of 8 now. The official at a count of 9, Jordan and Rollins will beat the count just barely.
Seth Rollins still writhing in agony. Obviously the lower back giving him a lot of trouble right now.
I must say Jason Jordan showing a great account of himself tonight.
Kick right to the face by Rollins, stunning Jordan.
One-on-one, mano and mano.
The top rope, caught by Jason. And another great suplex.
That could be it.
Northern Lights, and look at Jordan roll through and deliver another one.
That's it.
Rollins.
Referee, get in there.
Up on his toes off the bridge, and Rollins at 2.
You know what? I think the referee may have lost a half a second there. A little slow in that count.
I agree with you, Booker. Jordan delivering 2 picture-perfect Northern Lights suplexes, and I know you can appreciate the bridge. Watch this. First one, boom, Jordan rolls through.
But look at the power here,
Deadlift
Corey.
I think the referee was shot. I think the referee was shot. He was...
Jordan on the very tips of his toes. Wow. I can't necessarily disagree with you on that, Booker. I think the ref might have been a step behind.
And now Jason Jordan looking to focus the frustration he has to try to put Seth away now. Seth perched up on the top rope, and Jason unloads with the right hand.
Yeah, look back at those moments. Those are the moments you never get back. You just got to forge ahead. That's what Jason is going to have to do, guys.
Yeah, but can you imagine if Jason Jordan pulls off the victory here tonight after marching out, interrupting the planned match between Rollins and Samoa Joe, inserting himself in the matchup. If he could come away with a victory tonight.
You gotta figure, you give the experience advantage to Seth Rollins, but Seth was also prepared for Joe tonight, not Jordan.
Oh, and a headbutt by Seth. Rollins, splash, connecting.
Incredible height.
Cover. Oh, I thought he had him, and Jordan at 2.5.
He's showing me something tonight. I gotta respect him.
Look at the height Rollins achieves on this unbelievable frog splash. Almost out of the frame of the camera, it was so high. But Seth taking that extra moment to recover before making the pin, and Jordan able to escape before the referee's count.
Incredible matchup here between Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan.
Jordan doing a wise thing, rolling to the outside, composing himself momentarily, but Rollins looks to offer no quarter.
There's the knee. The knee to the side of the face of Jason Jordan.
Rollins once again, his emotions getting the best of him.
Again, this is the match we were supposed to have. Long simmering rivalry between these two men.
Samoa Joe that injured Seth Rollins' knee in Joe's first night on Raw.
Almost cost Rollins WrestleMania last year. And Jordan now sent into Joe by Rollins. And Samoa Joe's he runs into a super kick.
The Kingslayer may have just dislocated Samoa Joe's jaw.
And now he turns his attention back to his opponent in the matchup, Jason Jordan. And Seth Rollins. Oh, and Jordan picked him. And Jason Jordan's got the shoulders pinned. Oh, I thought he had him.
Great counter there.
Half a count away.
And Rollins with the knee. Caught him flush. Cover. Rollins with a win over a very game Jason Jordan
Here's
tonight.
your winner, Seth Rollins.
Hell of a matchup, guys.
What a match.
Couldn't agree anymore. Very
And
impressive.
now Samoa Joe coming back for some more. And Seth Rollins meets him. And now the brawl outside the ring between Rollins and Joe.
I agree with the approach. You got to take the fight to Samoa Joe. You don't want to be
This is
passive.
a fresh Samoa Joe, Booker.
Yeah, well, Rollins has earned a future match against Samoa Joe, but he doesn't want to wait. The brawl underway, and Joe with a cheap shot.
Oh, no.
Straight jab.
Oh, no.
Doggy planting Rollins. And now Samoa Joe just unloading on Seth. And the anger just pouring out of the veins of Joe tonight.
The Architect lost his cool, took the fight to Joe, and Seth paid for it dearly.
And Samoa Joe, look at it. And Joe now with a cheap shot to Jordan.
I don't think Jason Jordan ever even saw Joe.
You got what you wanted.
Samoa Joe looking to wipe out everything in his path.
It's called a love tap in our business, guys. That little last parting
There was
shot.
no love there whatsoever, Booker. That was disdain, and it hurt.
Samoa Joe with destruction here tonight. And still to come, ladies and gentlemen, who will challenge Enzo Amore for the Cruiserweight Championship? Cedric Alexander, who made the most of his second chance last week, or Enzo's friend and Zotrain member, Drew Gulak. We're going to find out a little bit later on tonight.
And also, since their arrival on Monday nights, Absolution has been absolutely dominant. Will the trend continue when Paige, Mandy, and Sonya team up against Sasha, Bayley, and Mickie James for the first time? We'll find out tonight.
Just moments ago here on Monday Night Raw with Seth Rollins versus Jason Jordan. Samoa Joe hanging out at ringside because he'll face the winner eventually, and Rollins would send Jason Jordan into Joe, angering Joe, who runs into a super kick.
To take us to the closing moments of the match, which would see Jason Jordan looking to finish off Rollins, but Seth connects with a knee right to the jaw of Jason Jordan. picks up a victory, but this wouldn't be the last we would see of Samoa Joe.
Now, I want you to watch here. This is clearly a cheap shot by Samoa Joe. The official goes to separate these two men. And watch Joe bang a right hand to Seth Rollins, and then he would deliver the Uranagi, but Samoa Joe still wanted some more devastation.
As he was being escorted out of the ringside area, Samoa Joe had one more shot for Jason Jordan, almost decapitating the general manager's son in the process.
I already won one match tonight. I don't care what it takes. I want a shot at Samoa Joe, and I want him tonight.
I can't with the condition.
Oh, come on.
Come to think of it, you can sign me up for that, too. I'm looking for a piece of Samoa Joe, too, all right? He cost us the tag titles against the Europeans.
He's been the one on our side for weeks now, all right?
Hey, did you just see what Samoa Joe did to me? I did.
Hey, come on,
what are you
slow your
butting
roll,
in here
Chip,
again,
all right?
huh?
Get in line, all right, kiddo?
The line starts here. Guys, hold on a second. Guys, you all get your shot against Samoa Joe in a six-man tag match tonight.
What?
When the three of you face Samoa Joe, Cesaro, and Sheamus. Are we good with that?
You want us to team
Team with him?
That or nothing. That or nothing. Are we cool with
Look
it?
at that face.
Huh?
You can't team with a face like that.
Blockbuster six-man tag team matchup later on tonight. Joe, Sheamus, and Cesaro against Rollins and Ambrose and Jason Jordan. How is that team going to get along?
I can tell you, they better figure out a way to coexist. Even though you may not like Jason Jordan, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose need him if you're going to fight the Bar.
It's a bad move, man.
By who?
It's a bad Kurt Angle.
I like the match. Nonetheless, bizarre circumstances here tonight. And speaking of bizarre circumstances, 3 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, Matt Hardy lost a match to Bray Wyatt, and then it appeared Matt Hardy was having some sort of breakdown.
I think the word you were looking for, Cole, was awakening, because we have seen a woken Matt Hardy in recent weeks. This psychological evolution of the veteran Matt Hardy has continued and spilled over to social media over the past few weeks, where Matt Hardy continues to pontificate about the Great War. And you may not necessarily understand it as well as I do, but all you need to know is hashtag woken.
They're indecipherable. I mean, they're out of this world statements. They're far out statements.
What is it that draws you all to woken Matt Hardy? Is it his voice? The words that he speaks? His childish laugh? Oh. Or maybe it's all the funny faces he makes. Yeah, it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. And that is where I come in. I am here to make sure that the right people get hurt. And the right people are Matt Hardy and all of you. So if Matt Hardy wants to continue on this little chess match of ours, I want to play. But I don't play by the rules. Hey now, I'm all around you, and I can see through you. But I want you to tell everyone that you love that she is sorry. But the Great War must end. Run.
I shudder to think. And ladies and gentlemen, here comes the first ever Universal Champion.
Providence, Rhode Island, welcome to Balor Club.
It is an incredible thing to experience live as Finn Balor makes his way into an arena with the WWE Universe on its feet.
The following contest is a 2-on-1 handicap match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Bray County, Wicklow, Ireland, Finn Balor.
Well, Finn Balor is the extraordinary man who can do extraordinary things.
I don't care how extraordinary you are, a 2-on-1 handicap match does not bode well for Finn Balor.
A
don't know. Let's see exactly how this kid go out here and let the thing play out. He's got a playbook out of this world.
You might need to be extraterrestrial to stand a chance against both members of the Miztourage. 2-on-1 handicap match.
Finn Balor's in action. 2-on-1 versus the Miztourage. Live next on Raw. And tonight, Monday Night Raw is presented by Wendy's. Get great offers when you download the Wendy's app. Finn Balor set for a 2-on-1 handicap match live on Monday Night Raw.
His opponent, Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, the Miztourage.
And I just say how happy I am to see that Curtis Axel has recovered from suffering another major neck injury last week on Raw.
At the hands of Finn Balor, the Miz, of course, out doing a movie, so the Miztourage is
holding down the fort.
Represented here tonight. I heard that Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel were going to get a movie rolled down the road.
Oh, yeah, what is it?
It was the sequel to Kingdom of Gladiators.
I'll put a word in for him. I think we're going to do that pretty soon.
2-on-1 rules here tonight. Dallas and Axel tagging in and out of the matchup against Finn Balor. Remember, a couple of weeks ago, Finn Balor took out Bo Dallas. Last week, took out Curtis Axel. The Miztourage, they wanted some action here tonight against Balor.
I'm not a big fan of 2-on-1 competition, but sometimes in the case of Finn Balor, sometimes you just got to go out there and test yourself. Come out with a big win tonight over these two guys. That's huge, huge bragging rights in the locker room.
Listen, I understand Finn's incredibly confident, as well he should be in his ability. That said, these are two legitimate WWE superstars in Axel and Dallas. This is not a good matchup for Finn right now.
It is an ego thing, Corey, it is.
Bo Dallas, former champion in NXT. Curtis Axel, former Intercontinental champion. They're going to square off against the first ever Universal champion in Finn Balor. Important matchup for the Miztourage tonight as well, because I'm sure that their mentor, The Miz, is looking on from his movie trailer for Marine 6. And some strategy for Dallas and Axel.
It's not working so far.
Look, the match is 20 seconds old. And here's Balor. Test what looked like they were going for the test of strength.
Now, Bo Dallas is trying to pull Finn Balor into their own corner. That's a brilliant strategy by Dallas. I can assure you, Axel and Dallas have spent hours, maybe days, planning for this match.
Tack. And here comes Curtis Axel.
And they should have, because they cannot underestimate Finn Balor. Finn Balor is a true professional, international superstar, the first Universal champion. You want to go out there and put the hurt on this guy and do it quick.
Curtis Axel looking to outpower Finn Balor and wisely trying to move Balor into the corner where his partner Bo Dallas is. Switched by Balor and he shoves Axel away.
I don't want to discount the abilities of Dallas and Axel. We've got two legitimate third-generation superstars working on the same team against a common foe.
I'm not disagreeing. Any way you look at it, the odds should be in their favor, Corey.
But, elbow caught Finn Balor right on the edge of the eye, and now shoulders into the midsection. Tag made. Here comes Bo Dallas, and this is what Finn Balor had to be afraid of, being in that corner where Dallas and Axel can make frequent tags.
Yes, indeed. Beautiful tag team action right now.
Axel again comes into this matchup. They're stomping away at Finn Balor. You know, both these two guys were embarrassed by Balor over the past couple of weeks. They'd come out here, Corey, and said they were going to hold down the fort, like you said, for The Miz. Wanted to prove to The Miz that they could do some great things when Miz was gone, and they were embarrassed by the loss.
To be fair, Curtis Axel made his return to the ring after a long layoff due to severe neck injury.
Wait a minute, Corey. You know as well as I do that he'd been cleared for weeks, didn't need the neck brace.
Listen, I'm not a doctor. I can't offer a medical opinion on what's going on in Kurt Axel.
No, because our own doctor said he was okay to compete. And here, Axel up over the top, sunset flip. Balor rolls through. Double kick right to the face.
Beautiful.
Cover. Is it enough? Off that basement drop kick, and a kick out at 2 by Axel, and now Balor again controlling the match.
Axel and Dallas, they just need to stick to the game plan. It's a simple game plan. Keep this guy in your corner, beat him down, put the pressure on him, and keep the pressure on him. It's simple.
I've been trying to do just that, but Balor has done a nice job staying out toward the middle of the ring. And Axel went for a clean break. Dallas went for the cheap shot, paid for it. Straight right hand, but Axel takes advantage of the distraction. See Curtis Axel's eyes watering. After he got caught by a nose. Got caught by Finn Balor.
If you had your nose busted in a fight, you realize it'll change your game plan real quick. You can't see straight, you can't breathe.
I've had my nose busted, but not in a fight. And here's Bo Dallas in off the tag.
Ride your 10 speed, huh?
Green Machine as Bo Dallas continues to hammer away on Finn Balor and fouls it up with a clothesline cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out at 2 by Balor.
Even though this is a 2-on-1 match, this is a great opportunity for Dallas and Axel to go out here and get a victory. No matter what, and it's a big name.
I agree with you, Booker. Bragging rights, if nothing else. To say you dethroned the first Universal Champion,
it's big.
Think about the congratulatory notes that they'd be receiving for the Miz if they win this match tonight.
Talk about an upgrade, man. Talk about big bonuses going on. It's almost Christmas time.
Oh, that's right. Next week, don't forget, we're all live on Christmas from Chicago. Booker going to be here in a Santa hat. Here's Finn Balor starting to build some momentum as Bo Dallas is knocked down again. And Finn Balor double stop right to the midsection. Covered by Axel. Hook of the leg, and Curtis Axel going to break things up. And now Curtis Axel hammered away with the right hands on Balor.
The beauty of having a tag team partner right there. You got 5 seconds to get in and get out. Great tag team action.
And now Bo Dallas trying to roll back to the corner to somehow make a tag to Axel. And he does. And here comes Curtis Axel looking to take advantage of Finn Balor, who doesn't quite know where he is right now.
Finn's certainly looking weary right now. Axel looking like a man possessed. We're going to finish the job that the Miztourage started.
Axel doing exactly what I said earlier, guys. Keeping the pressure on Finn Balor. Keep him real close to the body. That's what you want to do.
And look at Finn. Oh, no. And Finn Balor may have Axel where he wants him.
Axel may need to relocate quickly.
And Bo Dallas says no way to the coup de grace. Running interference, knocking Balor off the top rope, and now Dallas in as well. Yeah, and here comes the 2-on-1 assault, and the official's going to disqualify the Miztourage.
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
I don't know if that was exactly necessary right then and there. The Miztourage already had the numbers advantage.
Well, I mean, maybe it's not about that. Maybe it's about sending a message to the Miz.
Well, it's about beating the hell out of Finn Balor. That's pretty apparent because they haven't let up on the assault. Now Dallas and Curtis Axel, 2-on-1, sending a message to Finn Balor. And what a right by Axel to the gut. Wait a moment. Wait just a moment. Hideo Itami from NXT in a 205 Live. And Itami is coming out to help his friend Balor. And look at Itami.
Itami's not supposed to be here till tomorrow night when he makes his debut.
Hideo Itami with a kick to Axel. Axel taken out, and a kick to Dallas as well.
Hideo's been a long-time ally of Finn Balor all around the globe.
And Balor and Itami standing tall. Welcoming Hideo Itami. And a night of impromptu matches. During the commercial break, Finn Balor made the challenge. Kurt Angle made it official. Finn Balor and Hideo Itami, who just tagged in the matchup, taking on the Miztourage. Hideo Itami, who's making his debut tomorrow night on 205 Live as part of the Cruiserweight action on the WWE Network, getting in here on Monday Night Raw.
You can't forget, Finn Balor made his NXT debut as Hideo Itami's tag team partner. Itami returning the favor tonight.
And Finn Balor off the top rope to Bo Dallas. Corey mentioned the relationship between Finn Balor and Hideo Itami in NXT, and both of these men as well, great stars in Japan. Did you see Dallas, though?
Oh, beautiful.
To the eye as the official was dealing with Axel and Itami, and just like that, Dallas is taking over.
There's still a lot at stake for Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. A win over now both Finn Balor and Hideo Itami would be great. Could you imagine how Miz would reward them for Christmas? I guarantee you, Bo Dallas would get that Swarovski crystal Roomba he's been asking for.
Yeah, to ruin the debut of Hideo Itami here tonight on Raw. And look at this. Curtis Axel, backbreaker to Balor. Cover, hooks the leg on Finn. Kick out at 2.
Beautiful backbreaker. And some advice for these guys, don't veer away from the plan. Just stick to the game plan. It stays the same. Keep the pressure on Balor.
And you saw just waiting outside the ring to make a tag, the 5'9" Hideo Itami from Tokyo, Japan.
Itami, I mean, watching him just for a few seconds there, he throws everything 100%. All big shots, no jab or anything from Itami.
Hideo Itami, one of the most dangerous strikers in the business.
One of the most decorated superstars in the history of Japan.
And surely a force to be reckoned with in the Cruiserweight division. And tonight, A very effective, if surprising, tag team partner for Finn Balor.
Yeah, but Itami's going to be lucky if he even gets back to this matchup as Axel continues to dominate here over Finn Balor.
Good point. Curtis Axel and Dallas have done a great job of cutting the ring in half since the arrival of Hideo.
What a great job.
Tag made to Bo Dallas. Oh. And Dallas now. And Curtis Axel. And great move. Double team. Cover on Finn Balor. And a kick out.
Looked like the knee of Axel connected with the collarbone of Finn Balor. You saw Finn clutching for it. You know, it doesn't take much to fracture a collarbone. Finn could be in a world of trouble right now.
It tells me Dallas and Axel, guys. I mean, the tag team division is really wide open for some new players.
Says the current champ, Sheamus and Cesaro will be in action later on tonight when they team with Samoa Joe against Rollins, Ambrose, and Jason Jordan. Hideo Itami, if you're a fan of NXT, you know all about Itami. If you're not, he actually made his official debut in WWE a couple of years back at WrestleMania in an Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal matchup. And look at Axel. Nobody home as Balor rolls out of the way.
Too much space right there. That's what I was talking about. You cannot give Finn Balor inch, because trust me, he's going to take it.
And Balor trying to drag himself to the corner. Here comes Hideo Itami. And Corey, what can we expect?
Get ready for some rapid fire strikes, some of the hardest chops and kicks you will see. Not to mention innovative offense
like this. Hideo Itami's got Axel all out of sorts. Up to the top rope. Itami taking out Axel. Cover by Hideo Itami. Kick out by Axel at 2. And Itami showing you some high-flying ability, which will help him in the Cruiserweight division over on 205 Live, of which he will be a part of Tuesday nights on the WWE Network.
Open hand strikes and a backhand.
That kickboxing background right there.
Oh! Bicycle knee.
Cover. And Bo Dallas breaking things up.
Hideo Itami was actually the superstar that innovated that very move that Daniel Bryan used for many years.
Sling blade by Balor. Dallas set over the top rope. And now Hideo Itami focusing on Curtis Axel.
Goodness.
Flying through the air. Axel's down and out, and now Hideo Itami. As Balor drives Dallas into the barricade.
Tide have shifted, guys. I don't think we're going to see it come back.
Hideo Itami looking to put Axel away. Here it comes.
Turn out the lights. Say your prayers. Go to sleep.
Oh, man.
Cover. Itami and Balor win.
Here are your winners, Finn Balor and Hideo Itami.
You know, Cruiserweight champion Enzo Amore and Drew Gulak and the rest of the Zo Train and everyone else on 205 Live better take notice, because here comes Itami.
We have known for weeks the impending arrival of Hideo Itami was coming. Well, Hideo is here, and the Cruiserweight division landscape has just changed.
Look at Hideo Itami just launching himself as a weapon across the ring to Axel.
Hideo never afraid to sacrifice his own body to be effective, nor is his pal Finn Balor. Finn with a wicked drop kick. And here is what served Hideo so well all over the world. That knockout blow. GTS. Go to sleep.
A lot of fresh faces on Monday Night Raw, and that is what the future is all about. And speaking of fresh faces, what about what Absolution has done since arriving on the scene here on Monday Night Raw? Paige, DeVille, and Rose have been absolutely dominant since their debut. Will the trend continue? Will they team up for the first time ever tonight in a 6-woman tag match against Sasha Bailey and Mickie James?
From a 6-woman tag to a 6-man tag, we know there was a volatile situation earlier tonight, and General Manager Kurt Angle has ordered Ambrose, Rollins, and Jordan to do battle with the tag team champions, The Bar and Samoa Joe. This thing's going to come to a head tonight.
Cedric, you are moments away from competing against Drew Gulak, and the winner going on to face Enzo Amore for the Cruiserweight Championship. Now, with Enzo looming by so closely, are you at all concerned that you could be overlooking Drew Gulak?
Believe me, Renee, I want to be Cruiserweight champion so bad that I can taste it. So bad. I want to beat Enzo Amore. I want to represent 205 Live. I want to show everyone on Raw, the WWE Universe, the entire world, what the Cruiserweights are made of. But I can't do all that in one night. So with that being said, my mantra remains the same. I got a second chance. I'm going to take full advantage of it. As far as overlooking Drew Gulak, the only time I'll be overlooking Drew is when I'm standing over him with my arm raised in victory, looking forward to my Cruiserweight Championship opportunity.
Wednesday, 2 championship matches.
Pete Dunne, Tyler Bates, WWE United Kingdom Championship.
Plus,
Sanity prepare to defend their NXT Tag Team Championships against the Undisputed Era's Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly.
one epic night. NXT. This Wednesday, 8/7 Central, only on WWE Network.
And congratulations to our friend, The Rock. His name is now emblazoned on the streets of Tinseltown, the Hollywood Walk of Fame. His star will join those of entertainment icons from all eras, including our own chairman, Mr. McMahon. Congratulations to the great one, the Brahma Bull, The Rock. You think Enzo will ever have a star on the Walk of Fame?
No, he'll be stuck in Skid Row more than likely.
You hate this guy, man.
He's a cruiserweight champion,
Why?
Corey.
Where would you like me to begin? Well, for one, his protege, Drew Gulak, has a big opportunity a few moments from now, and Enzo's out here dancing around like a fool.
Well, he does run the Zo Train.
He's a brand.
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest champ in the room. How you doing? So tonight, we are going to see a showdown with Drew Gabba Gulak versus... That was for you. It's Cedric, the Entertainer, Alexander, not so great. And it is going to rival anything you'll see in the new Star Wars movie. But see, is that I am the last Jedi around here. That's right. Smack Talker Skywalker. And the G-Force is growing strong within this one. My young Padawan. I'm going to do something that I've been reluctant to do in any Master Jedi would be. And that's hand over my microphone lightsaber for a hater to this love right here. Thank you, Enzo. I appreciate the compliment, but look, if we're going to talk Star Wars, I've always considered myself a Jar Jar Binks. Now that's a hero. I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the biggest match of my life, and I owe it all to my mentor and my best friend, Enzo Amore. Thank you, thank you. So as a token of appreciation to Enzo, I have prepared a very, very special edition of Drew Gulak's Plan for a Better 205 Live, the Enzo Amore Tribute Edition. Please turn your attention to the Titantron for I
have never been happier to hear Cedric Alexander's music in my life. If we're talking Star Wars, Enzo looks like he stuck a porg in a blender.
Cedric Alexander said that Drew Gulak has a 292-point PowerPoint presentation on how to be an Enzo suck-up.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 205 pounds, Cedric Alexander.
So again, the importance of this matchup, the winner of this match will get a future title opportunity against Cruiserweight Champion Enzo Amore. Will it be Cedric Alexander or will it be Drew Gulak, a member of Enzo Amore's Zo Train? Big matchup for both of these men here tonight. Perhaps, Corey, a career-defining matchup.
And I personally hope for the credibility of the Cruiserweight Championship, Cedric Alexander wins, because we all know Drew Gulak is a member of the Zo Train. There's no way he's going to try to take the fight to Enzo.
How do you know that?
Well, wait a minute. Appears we're being joined by the Cruiserweight Champion, Enzo Amore.
Certified T.
What's going on, kid?
How you doing?
How you doing?
What a pleasure, a champion.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Champagne wishes, caviar dreams.
I feel you,
think
bro.
alike. We
I
think
know
alike.
that, dude. I'm out in Hollywood eating penny alla vodka. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm doing well, bro. Women out here that love me, women love me, children love me, and men are jealous of me. And Graves, Cole, I came here to show you how to do your job.
All
boys.
right, well, let me do my job
Take a
here.
seat.
Before you get too far ahead of yourself, you mentioned women
listen,
loving you.
Ken.
What's going on between you and Nia Jax?
What did you love to know, Ken? What did you
That's
love
why
to
I
know?
asked. I mean, I don't particularly care, but I'm a journalist for the WWE universe.
Oh, you're a journalist
That's
for
right.
WWE? Is that what this guy calls himself?
In my hood,
I thought he was.
In my hood, you stay out of grown.
Did you invite him up here, Booker?
I'm just saying. You stay
I
out
don't
of
need
grown
an invitation. I'm a champion, bro. I'm a champion. That's the facts, all right? I'm the damn man, all right? Listen, I've been in Hollywood hanging out with women. With one DM. Awesome.
Look at this outrageous athleticism by Cedric Alexander. Hardy has got to be out here to scout him.
So Gulak, get it together. What is he doing?
Well, Cedric Alexander.
Wow.
And down goes Gulak. Gulak, and look at this. Look
What
at
are you
Enzo.
pointing at, fool? Did your mother teach you that was rude? Who points these days?
Cedric's calling his shot, Enzo. Cover
whatever.
here.
Listen, I ain't got to worry about them, all right? You're worried about who's going to be fighting for the championship rather than worried about the guy with the championship.
It could be this
all right?
man, Enzo. Look
I'm
at
right
Cedric
here.
Alexander. Look at
Yeah,
his
right.
spectacular athleticism.
As fat as nuts in my pocket.
Let me ask you a question, Enzo. Serious question. If Drew Gulak wins this match tonight, do you really think that Gulak is going to lie down for you in the middle of the ring so you can pick up an easy victory over him to keep the Cruiserweight Championship?
What would make you think that would happen? Listen, I'm a fighting champion, Michael. I don't know if you know that, but I defend this thing all over
Then
the
why
world.
do you get all upset
I mean,
when Gulak says that maybe one day he'll be Cruiserweight Champion and he can maybe beat you for the title? He has said
I don't
that.
get upset. I do plan on retiring one day, Michael. What are you, crazy?
You know, many people believe Gulak will beat you if he wins this match.
Yeah, seeing is believing, ain't it?
Many people believe Alexander will beat you.
Seeing is believing. Question, all right, Michael? What's worse? What's worse than getting Cole on Christmas, huh?
That was a good one.
No, getting Michael Cole. Getting Michael Cole on Christmas Day.
Oh, my God! What a... Both men tumbling out of the ring. Alexander may be hurt. Who's going to face Amore for the title? What a... Both men tumbling out of the ring. Alexander may be hurt. Who's going to face Amore for the title? We're back live on Monday Night Raw. Gulak versus Alexander. Winner to face the man at commentary with us, the Cruiserweight Champion, Enzo Amore.
Do you hear these people chanting my name?
Love you, man.
Do you hear it, Carl?
I haven't heard
Something
it
you know
yet,
nothing about, pal.
Let's take a look at what happened during the break. Oh, Drew Gulak launching Cedric from the top rope to the floor, and it's been all, what do you call him, Yo Gabba Gabba?
Gabby Google, baby.
You notice Gulak glancing up here at his
baby.
Zo-Train captain, Enzo Amore. You know, I'm surprised that Gulak is still in the Zo-Train after what you did to his buddy Tony Nese last week on 205 Live. Is he still in the Zo-Train? Covered by Gulak on Alexander. Kick out.
I'll tell you this much, Michael, okay? You can't have squares in your circle and expect them to be down to roll.
That is.
You get that much, kid?
Got that, Cole?
Real talk book, isn't it?
Why you?
That is real talk from a real one, brother.
And you said
that's who I am, dog. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm as real as the diamonds around my neck, bro. I am in Hollywood, all right, living in the hills. My house has currently not been attended to in 3 weeks. I guarantee you the temperature is set at 68 degrees. Every light is on, and I'm burning a bulb out on a TV. Because if you're saving money for a rainy day, you're planning on a rainy day. And I see nothing but sun rays, and I'm wearing sunshades for a reason.
Oh, and a kick out by Alexander. I
For
have
a
no idea what
reason.
you're talking about. Your house must be a mess, though, if you haven't been there in 3 weeks. Nonetheless,
No,
Alexander.
you think I ain't got somebody coming in? I'm just saying, I like things the way I left them.
Hey,
all right?
Hey, if you look at your
Just
screen
like
right
205 Live. Last week, I left
Enzo,
that
just
title.
relax 1 second. Corey,
Take
get
a deep
Nobody
breath.
tell me to relax.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you to
take a deep breath.
Look at
Yo,
the
my
screen right
next
now.
breath is my best breath, and my next step
I
is
hope
my
it's the
next
last
step.
one.
Look,
Look at
I
what's
hope it's the last
trending
one.
right now.
Look at you,
Enzo.
bro. If we were outside, you have
Look what is
mosquitoes
trending
buzzing around your
now.
head.
Enzo, trending around the world. Hideo Itami, who's coming to 205 Live tomorrow night. Could be a challenger down the road for your title.
He's got him right now. That's how Gabby Goo Goo works, people. That's how he works. Look at him. He's stretching him out right now.
Did you see what Hideo Itami did just a few moments ago here on Monday Night
Who
Raw?
are you talking about again?
The man who's coming to 205 Live to debut
Is that
tomorrow
what's
night.
going on tomorrow when we go to Jersey, my hometown?
Oh, trust me,
We'd rather not.
Oh, you'd rather not?
I'm not shocked you're from Newark. As Drew Gulak continues now to...
come on, get a chance of respect here, all right?
Hey, listen, I don't need their respect. I got enough respect for myself.
Listen, you got to respect Drew Gulak right now,
a
who's
certified
could be
J.
looking for a submission victory over Cedric to move on to
This
challenge
does
you
not
for
look
the
good for
Cruiserweight
Ced,
title.
and that's good news for everybody in the world.
And
All right?
here, Cedric Alexander fighting back, looking to put Drew Gulak away. There was a big right hand, caught him on the nose.
Bro, come on, Gulak. Hey, that's a big target Gulak's got on his face there. That's Schnozzle. I can't lie. If I was Ced, I'd be aiming for it, too.
It's a nice way to talk about your best friend.
Best friend?
Well, that's
hey, that's a strong word. That guy works for me,
That's
bro.
what he just said.
Don't get it misconstrued. Yeah, and I didn't want to correct him because I didn't want him to lose his train of thought, okay? He's on the Zoe train.
I mean, me and you,
what you thought.
me and you cool enough. If Alexander wins this match, how do you beat him?
How do I beat him?
Oh, and
I'll tell you how
you beat him.
I punch him in the face with a haymaker called a zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day.
Damn, that is.
Oh, yeah? Come on, kid.
And Cedric Alexander.
See, Gabby Google, man.
Oh, Gulak rolling him up. Shoulders down. Kick out by Alexander. Stacking him up here. Is it enough? Kick out by Drew at 2. Drew Gulak. Look at that great core strength by Alexander.
Alexander, that was all Gulak's core.
Two skilled technicians battling for the right to challenge for the title.
Is it enough?
Goodness.
What
a beautiful move.
And a kick out by Gulak.
Okay, Gabby Google.
I cannot wait to see you.
That was a close call. Wow. That was last call, kid. That's your last shot, man.
An amazing
that thing don't go down so smooth, bro. Oh, my.
I can't wait to see either one of these men in the ring with the man who compares himself to Dean Malenko, Enzo Amore.
I'm the best of all time.
Champion.
Why don't you get it right, all right? Hop on the boat. B-O-A-T. The best of all time. I'm on the Zoe train with these guys, but I'm on my own boat, kid, and it ain't going to sink, all right?
Look at Cedric Alexander.
Cry me a river and swim in it, Michael.
Cedric Alexander now fired up, looking to put Gulak away. Straight right hand. And Gulak looks to be a bit out of it here as Alexander catches him with an uppercut. Oh, and what a kick.
Caught Gulak right in the mouth.
Boom! Oh, Gulak caught it.
Heck yeah! Heck yeah!
That's technique, guys.
Hey, come on. There you go. Come on, kid. Tie him up. Tie him not. Whatever you do, technical spectacle here. I guarantee you. This is something I taught him.
Look at this.
I taught him this. I taught him this. Nobody's getting out of this.
So what's the name of it, Enzo?
The Gabby Gulak grip.
Okay. And nonetheless, Drew Gulak in control of Alexander. Will Cedric Alexander tap out? Alexander trying to make it to the bottom rope.
Oh, he's got no snowball's chance in Heck. Heck is a place where there's no snow,
and Gulak, look at Alexander continuing.
Come on. Good stuff, kid.
He gets there.
Oh, my God. Hey, you know what?
Cedric Alexander is forcing a break on Drew Gulak. Which one of these men is going to face Enzo Amore?
Wait. Enzo, are you seriously on your phone right now?
Hey, listen, I got plenty of time. I got no time for your crap, Corey.
Well, Enzo, one of these men is going to face you down the road for a Cruiserweight Championship. And Enzo!
Table while his future championship contender is about to be decided in the ring.
Can't understand why.
Oh,
and Alexander caught Gulak.
After that kick, Gulak's going to be lucky if he understands English.
The slight distraction when Enzo Amore was leaving.
Oh, wow.
Something on his phone,
Popped right in the face.
Get it back in the ring. Come on. Listen up. Back inside, all right?
Look at the fight continues between Alexander and Drew Gulak. And Drew catching. Oh, he got caught. And Alexander.
Back forearm from Cedric.
I tell you, I would not want to have to mix up.
And Alexander takes Gulak out.
Alexander, I mean, you're talking about a man of 1,000 holes. You're talking about Dean Malenko. Look at
we're
Cedric
talking about the
Alexander.
low boy.
That's it. That's it. Cedric Alexander's got a date with Enzo Amore for the Cruiserweight title.
Here is your winner, Cedric Alexander.
What a hard-fought battle. Hats off to Drew Gulak, who gave it his all, but Cedric Alexander tonight, just the superior Cruiserweight contender.
I wonder where Enzo went.
You mentioned it, Dana. I'm looking at my Twitter like Enzo. Nia Jax just sent him a tweet that said hashtag check those DMs.
Well, Enzo Amore better hashtag check out Cedric Alexander, new #1 contender for the title. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever on Monday Night Raw tonight, all three members of Absolution are in action. Paige, Mandy, and Sonya Deville will team up to take on Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Mickie James, who have a score to settle. 6-woman tag team matchup later tonight.
Well, those three women known as Absolution spoiled the potential rematch between Asuka and Alicia Fox last week. It didn't get to go down, but tonight, the Empress of Tomorrow seeks to extend her undefeated streak in a rematch against Alicia Fox. It's live, and it's next.
Here comes Asuka.
Tomorrow night, controversy at the Clash.
Sammy again here. Shane McMahon onto the count.
And Shane McMahon blatantly stops the count.
What the hell was
that?
That was 3.
Daniel Bryan put in a fast count to ensure that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn still have a job.
You have to wonder what Shane McMahon is going to do about his general manager, Daniel Bryan.
Well, what do we got over here? Tweety Bird, I got that DM.
Well, I thought we could finish our conversation from last week. That's unless you, gotta check on your friend Drew.
Why is everybody throwing that word around, friend? The guy ain't my friend. So, look, he works for me. He's on the Zoe train, all right? But on to bigger and better things. That tweet. I've been thinking about it for a couple weeks. And I think that the answer is right at the tip of your tongue.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Look, Enzo, I have to own up to my family. 100% take ownership of that. And I thought I'd break the news to you firsthand. I lost to Cedric Alexander.
It's all right. Dude, fix yourself up. Listen, you know.
No, it's not all right. Enzo, I let you down, and I let the Zoe train down. I think we need to talk about it.
Look, I'm gonna let you handle this. Another time, Enzo.
All right, look. I don't know exactly what happened out there. I need to review the tapes. Definitely look at that footage. I think I know what went wrong initially. But maybe if we go over it together, we can figure out what's wrong.
You did a lot of things wrong, Drew. A lot of things wrong.
It looks to me like Enzo's a little love struck. I wish he was just bus struck instead.
Scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Osaka, Japan, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka.
Well, we learned last week that Asuka's going to be a part of that Mixed Match Challenge, which gets underway on January 16th. But for Asuka tonight, her focus is Alicia Fox in a return match of a very competitive match from a couple of weeks ago.
Alicia Fox certainly held her own against the Empress of Tomorrow, but Asuka has proven to be unstoppable thus far since arriving in NXT and now WWE Monday Night Raw.
Remember, this matchup was supposed to take place last week before Alicia Fox was assaulted backstage by Absolution, and then Absolution came after Asuka.
I look at it as a bit of a blessing in disguise for Alicia Fox. She had another week to attempt to prepare because thus far no one has been ready for Asuka.
No, I wouldn't say that. Alicia Fox had momentum, and that little break in that momentum could have been the difference. Let's see if she can make it up tonight.
You gotta respect Alicia Fox and what she's capable of, but how can you not be impressed, mesmerized by one of the most dangerous strikers, male or female, in sports entertainment?
Her opponent from Ponte Beach, Florida, Alicia Fox.
Well, as we mentioned, Alicia was scheduled to have her rematch with Asuka last week, but Absolution's attack on her caused the match to be postponed. Alicia had something to say about Absolution's attack a bit earlier on today.
Last week, Paige and her fangirl spoiled my rematch with Asuka. Lightning will not strike twice. I will have my rematch. I will take what I've learned from being in the ring with Asuka, and I will use it to break Asuka's undefeated streak. Or I will freak out!
Well, it may take more than freaking out for Alicia Fox to actually hold her own tonight with the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Can understand. Look at Alicia. Sure what she's quite doing as the match gets underway, but nonetheless.
Come on, Book. You're the big advocate for Alicia Fox. You seem to know what's going on in her mind.
Stretching.
Well, I don't think if you're stretched out and warmed up by now, it's a little bit too late. And if Alicia's not stretched out, I'm sure Asuka will take care of that. One of the best submission artists in WWE.
Corey, what do you think Alicia Fox learned from facing Asuka the first time around?
Well, I'd honestly be surprised if Alicia Fox remembered most of the match, because once you've been kicked that hard, it's hard to remember.
And Asuka misses wildly. Alicia back into the ropes.
Oh, there you go. That's what she learned. She learned to avoid Asuka altogether. Maybe she's going to try to stall her out.
Asuka, one of the most dangerous women on the planet. One of the purest strikers you'll ever see. Mesmerizing in the ring. And enjoys it.
Look at this. Asuka's just smiling, just grinning from ear to ear at Foxy.
And again, caught Foxy.
You don't want to be overzealous, man. You got to be passive with someone like Asuka. Because one kick, it could be all over with. I like the strategy from Foxy.
What strategy is that, Book? Run into the ropes and hide?
Try to buy your time, Cole.
Oh, and a shoulder tackle by Asuka. And Alicia Fox ran straight into the Empress of Tomorrow. Asuka rolls through. A little showtime for Asuka.
Asuka mocking Fox.
Oh, look at Asuka.
Wow. Almost tore Foxy's shoulder clean out of the socket. This is very smart by Alicia.
See Fox roll through right there, relieve that pressure. Beautiful.
It was certainly a good escape from Fox. I mean, that's really all she's shown is her ability to escape thus far.
I just don't know how you stop Asuka. She's undefeated.
I don't think you do.
Never beaten, retired as champion in NXT, hasn't been defeated since she's come to Monday Night Raw. And Alicia Fox now using the long legs to her advantage. Big kick to Asuka. Here's the cover. Can she put Asuka away and a kick out?
You know, just like you're talking about Asuka's press clippings. That's one thing she better not get used to going out there thinking like that. You got to go out there and win every night.
That's all
Asuka has done is win.
Oh, look at this.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Northern Light suplex and Asuka at 2.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, guys. I mean, when you go out there and you think you can go out there and win every night like that, it's not going to happen. You can't knock everybody out.
It has never, ever been beaten.
All right, guys. All right.
Booker, she hasn't been beaten in like 3 years. Right. I mean, come on.
You know, George Foreman didn't lose a fight to Muhammad Ali.
George Foreman fought once every 6 or 8 months. Asuka fights every single week.
Okay. All right, you're all right.
Booker, she has never lost a match.
You know,
that's
the thing. You can't go out there and rest on your laurels. You can't go out there and go out there and your accolades that you had in NXT. You got to go out there and do what you're going to do in the WWE. You got to go out there and win every night. That's what it's about, Cole.
And Alicia Fox taking it to Asuka now, and a right hand from Alicia just firing Asuka up. And here comes the Empress of Tomorrow. And look at Asuka go.
Booker, maybe you should run down to ringside and give Foxy that pep talk you just gave us about Asuka.
Asuka into the corner. Look at the quickness of Asuka. There's the missile drop kick.
God.
Down goes Alicia Fox.
Everybody knows how good Asuka is, but, you know, you got to step up to the plate. You got to step up to the challenge. That's what Fox is doing tonight.
And Asuka with a wicked snap there. Down goes Alicia. And Asuka may have Fox where she wants her. What a kick to the side of the face.
Thanks for coming, Alicia. Look at this, right into his armbar. Alicia Fox may have her arm snapped in two.
You got to roll.
That was a smart move.
She ain't rolling nowhere, bro. Asuka wins again. The undefeated streak continues. The question is, who will ever stop Asuka?
Ask Booker. He seems to have all the answers.
You know, just because you're undefeated, I don't want to fight you. I want to fight somebody that's undefeated. It's a chance I can get a big win, just not tonight.
Thank God you're retired, Booker. Here we go, undefeated. Right on the money. Asuka just continues to roll and build momentum on Monday nights. And
that was the coup d'etat right there.
That could have turned your lights out, but just for good measure, how about I try to snap your arm? Look at this. Incredible armbar submission. Alicia Fox with no other options but to submit.
I don't even think she tapped. I think with a verbal tap out there.
And Asuka celebrates yet another victory tonight on Monday Night Raw. And if you're the rest of the women in the locker room, you have to take notice of the Empress of Tomorrow.
How can you not? Asuka came to Monday Night Raw with great fanfare, a lot of accolades, and she has lived up to the hype. The entire women's division is paying attention.
She's good.
And if you want to learn more about the superior women athletes in WWE, check out, Total Divas. It happens every single Wednesday night on E at 9/8 Central. In fact, we have a sneak peek right now, this week's episode involving Miz and his wife, Maurice.
Mike tells me that the only way he will be vegetarian for 1 week is if I take a bite of red, juicy meat. Thank you. You're very welcome. For you. You gotta be kidding me. Like Michael Mizanin.
What? That is fantastic. There's nothing better. I tried it for 7 days and I said, you know what? I don't want to eat meat anymore. Imagine all the animals you'll be saving.
We're not supposed to eat animals. Why are they so delicious?
Well, nonetheless, it's a new episode of Total Divas every Wednesday, 9, 8 Central, only on E!
Well, there's certainly a lot of drama on Total Divas, but tonight's the night for fighting. 6-man tag team action. Ambrose Rollins and Jason Jordan team up to face The Bar and Samoa Joe. It's live, and it's coming up next. Team up to face The Bar and Samoa Joe. It's live, and it's coming up next.
One of the greatest moments in the history of Monday Night Raw. We got another great moment coming next month when we celebrate our 25th anniversary. More on that as the weeks roll along.
The following contest is a 6-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Huntington Beach, California, weighing 282 pounds, Samoa Joe.
Well, Samoa Joe is in a mood, and here's why. It all started at the beginning of Monday Night Raw tonight when it was supposed to be Joe versus Seth Rollins. However, Jason Jordan came to the ring and said, I want Seth. The match was made the winner to face Samoa Joe at some point down the road. And I want to take it out at one point of the match where Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan were battling outside the ring. And Samoa Joe, well, he was sitting on the outside. Now watch Rollins. He'll toss Jordan into Samoa Joe. Joe was so irate he ran blind into a super kick.
Rollins was able to put Jordan back inside the ring, and despite Jason's best efforts, Rollins would adapt and overcome. Boom! With a knee right to the chin of Jordan, with Rollins picking up the victory, but Samoa Joe didn't forget.
And I want you to watch what happens here. The official tries to separate the two men, and as he does, Joe takes a cheap shot, a right hand to Seth Rollins, which allows him to plant Seth with a Uranagi.
Samoa Joe, one-man wrecking crew, wouldn't stop there. Jason Jordan had rolled out of the ring and got a clothesline for his troubles. Samoa Joe is a bad man in a bad mood, and someone's about to catch his hands.
You got two physical teammates as well, the tag team champions.
Yes, indeed.
Team partners, you're the Raw Tag Team Champions, Sheamus and Cesaro.
Big night for these two men. It was a year ago that they won their first Tag Team Championship together. And that was an historic evening, Corey, because that was the night they beat the New Day to end the title reign of 483 days, the record-setting title reign of the New Day.
It was a task that many thought completely impossible, especially for the originally unlikely duo of Sheamus and Cesaro. And now, in the years since, they have evolved into one of the elite tag teams in WWE and 3-time Raw Tag Team champions.
Booker, you love these guys.
You know, I always say win by attrition. These two guys right here have battled. They've done it together. That's what I like about this team.
Interesting feature on WWE.com earlier this week when Sheamus and Cesaro went back and watched one of their matchups in that best-of-7 series they had late last year that really led them to forming this bond and forming this tag team.
Their opponents, first from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 245 pounds, Jason Jordan.
We've seen Samoa Joe and The Bar work side by side before and achieved some modicum of success. Jason Jordan along with 2/3 of the Shield. First time we've ever seen this trio. I'm curious to see how it works out.
I'm not sure Jason Jordan has any friends in the ring.
Jason Jordan is the odd man out tonight.
Well, once upon a time, Sheamus and Cesaro's team was built on a mutual respect and developed after competing against one another. Maybe Rollins and Jordan will have something similar.
Yeah, you got to earn respect around here, though, man.
From Iowa, will weighing 217 pounds, Seth Rollins.
Remember, there was a mutual respect when Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins teamed up with Jason Jordan's father, Kurt Angle, and made him an honorary member of the Shield that night. I don't think Jordan's going to be an honorary member of any Shield tonight.
And from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 225 pounds, Dean Ambrose.
And remember Ambrose beat with Jason Jordan.
Of course, Jason Jordan cost Dean Ambrose a potential victory against Samoa Joe last week. But I want you to pay attention to Seth Rollins. You can see when Rollins came out of the entrance, he's walking a little gingerly. By now, a little bit of time to cool down. His lower back could probably still be in bad shape from the damage Jordan inflicted.
Yeah, Jason Jordan worked on the back of Seth Rollins for a better part of 20 minutes earlier on tonight. And then, of course, Samoa Joe with the Uranagi you saw moments ago, damaging the back as well.
Booker T, you can attest that once the adrenaline wears off, those injuries, they become very real.
They creep up on you real quick once the adrenaline goes away.
So it's Samoa Joe and the tag team champions, The Bar, against the Shields, Ambrose and Rollins, and of course, Jason Jordan.
You know, Jason Jordan, he needs to take some, something I tell my students all the time. You got to know how to make it in the locker room if you have a chance at making it in the ring. That's the advice I give Jason Jordan.
Ambrose seemed a bit sarcastic there as he offered some advice to Jason Jordan. You think Rollins gained some respect for Jordan after their big matchup earlier on?
You know what? I got to say yes, because after you go out there and get into a fight with a man, tooth and nail, one-on-one, mano-a-mano, you walk out with a little respect.
And this is Sheamus.
Let's hit with that right there.
Wait a minute.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
Gain respect doing something like that. You need Rollins and Ambrose on your side. You don't need to tick them off at the beginning of the
Cole,
matchup.
you got to know how to make it in the locker room if you have a chance at making it in the ring. I don't think this kid got it.
Oh, look at this. Jason Jordan firing a right hand to Samoa Joe.
I think Jason Jordan's fired up and believes he has something to prove here tonight. We talked about it earlier on. It's one thing to continue to have great matches, but at some point you got to start winning.
Man.
You have to deliver, Cole.
The Celtic Warrior just took Jordan's head off with that lariat.
Tag, here's Joe, and Samoa Joe cannot wait to get his hands on Jason Jordan. This has been all about respect for Samoa Joe. He believes Jason Jordan has disrespected him. He's gotten in his face, places where he doesn't need to be. Tonight, case in point, when it's supposed to be Joe and Rollins, and now Samoa Joe savagely attacking Jordan.
One thing I like about Jordan, this kid, he's old school. You got to learn the hard way. I like that.
And now Cesaro into the ring.
Cesaro's got to be enjoying a great deal of confidence after that unbelievable match last week for the Intercontinental Championship. Unfortunately, Cesaro came up short, but still has to be feeling good about how the WWE Universe is buzzing about it.
Yeah, Cesaro just taking the champ to the limit as Sheamus continues to hammer away on Jordan.
Now look at this. Smart. This is veteran tag teamwork right here. Sheamus keeps the referee occupied while the other partners do
You know
the
what
work.
that is? It's three guys working together for a common cause.
Oh!
That's what that is right there,
After
Corey.
the knee, Sheamus on the cover on Jordan. Kick out by Jason. But hey, Jason Jordan brought this upon himself. He tagged himself into this matchup.
You know, Cole, you big enough to pass a lick. You big enough to take one.
And Cesaro giving plenty. Off the kick, cover, hook, leg, kick out. And again, Cesaro, and that's the thing about Cesaro, even after the kick out, Corey, does not allow any separation between him and his opponent.
Now, Cesaro absolutely smothers his opponents. Never is more than an arm's reach away. Knows you got to stay in close quarters to be effective, especially with Cesaro's style.
Now Jason Jordan desperately trying to reach back to his partners in his corner, Ambrose and Rollins. Look at Jason Jordan. Creates a little bit of space. Can he make it over to the corner to get to Rollins or Ambrose for a tag? Rollins will tag himself in now, and here comes Seth. And Seth Rollins launches himself off the rope. Knocks Sheamus off the apron after he took out Cesaro. Oh, man, sling blade by Seth.
You know, there's no shortage of vitriol between Rollins or any of his other three opponents.
No, not at all. Tremendous rivalry with the Bar. Cover, shoulders down, kick out at 2. Boom! What a kick to the chin. Again, cover by Rollins. Is it enough? Wow, Cesaro at 2.
Seth Rollins trying to win, not letting that little fight, that little spat he got into with Jason Jordan earlier tonight come into play right now, and I like that.
Well, it's about focusing on what dropped to the floor.
Seth once again
gonna launch
taking a leap of faith.
Taking out Cesaro, and Rollins, Ambrose, and Jordan have taken over live on Raw. Ambrose and Jordan have taken over live on Raw. And we're back live on Monday Night Raw. It's Sheamus, Cesaro, and Samoa Joe against Seth Rollins, who's in trouble, Dean Ambrose, and yes, Jason Jordan in the 6-man tag team matchup.
The last few moments, the Bar and Samoa Joe have done a great job cutting the ring in half, isolating Seth Rollins from his teammates.
Can you imagine if Seth Rollins would have started this match out, if Jason Jordan would have tried to pull that going into business for himself, they would be in a better place right now.
Let's not forget, Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins already competed once tonight.
Seth Rollins
against one another.
And here's Samoa Joe. Remember, Seth Rollins, by beating Jordan earlier tonight, will eventually get Samoa Joe in a one-on-one match. Oh! Joe with knees to the midsection. Back and Rollins back up into the corner. The lethal strikes of Samoa Joe.
The placement of those knees, guys, are devastating. Trust me, I know. I felt them.
Gets the wrong one on the right side of your body, right in the liver. That'll shut you down in an instant.
They're still wearing down Rollins, who absorbed a ton of punishment earlier tonight in his match with Jordan.
And even still, Samoa Joe applies the submission in the center of the ring with his body between Jordan, Ambrose, and Rollins.
Rollins still able to Force a break there, and now Joe just bulldozing through Seth.
A lot of steam from a big man. This could be it.
Cover hook both legs, and Rollins forced to kick out again. And every time he kicks out, the back comes into play, Corey.
Seth Rollins suffered a great deal of damage at the hands of Jason Jordan earlier tonight. We mentioned it when Seth entered the ring. Definitely less than 100%.
Look here, guys. Oh, wow.
Doomsday
Is
device.
it enough to put this matchup away? Stacked him up, kick out by Seth.
Seth Rollins is resilient, guys.
Oh, my
goodness. That could be it.
And again,
come on,
Cesaro
referee.
into the cover. The official dealing with Jordan and Ambrose, and that may have cost Cesaro a win there.
You're right, Cole.
It was a demolition maneuver, not the Doomsday device. I don't want Twitter to get mad at me. Look at this kick right on the bridge of Seth Rollins' nose.
Seth Rollins is out.
But the referee dealing with the other team, and that may have saved Rollins.
Half a second, Cole. Sometimes it's all you need. Instinct can do the rest.
Cesaro and Sheamus, who've had quite the rivalry with Rollins and Ambrose. Here comes Sheamus, who wants to settle a score after losing a one-on-one match to Rollins last week. And look at the fight in Seth Rollins. Never any quitting. Irish curse backbreaker.
Wow.
Bending Rollins in half.
Seth Rollins is about lifeless right now.
And I don't think Sheamus is done there as these two former Money in the Bank winners do battle here in this tag match.
Well, you know, these two consummate professionals, Sheamus and Cesaro, knew that Seth Rollins' back was injured going into this match. This is a great plan to exploit the previous injury.
Rollins lands on his feet, DDT, and now Rollins has an opportunity. But can he get to Ambrose or Jordan?
He's taking a beating, Cole. What does Seth Rollins have left in the tank, even if he does make the tag?
Tag, Joe!
Oh, man.
Great job not allowing Rollins to get to his corner.
Joe is so fast for a man of his size. Boom! And number two, found.
Yeah. What a lethal combination.
Joey head rocker.
Hooks the leg. Jordan into the match to break things up. And now Jason Jordan unloading on Samoa Joe, and it's going to cost him.
What is this?
Jordan again.
I mean, if you're going to do that, you got 5 seconds to get in and get out, kid. What are you thinking?
Getting a bit overzealous again is Jason Jordan. He paid for it as Sheamus makes the tag. Sheamus looking for white noise. Rollins able to slip down his back. Shoulders are down. Near fall again for Seth. Oh, into the shoulder. That is a big moment.
I think the ring may have shifted. Sheamus hit that thing full speed ahead.
Man, talking about rock the bales.
Ambrose fired up by the apron. He wants in this match.
Great tag team action, guys. Great tag team. You got 5 seconds. You got 5 seconds. Get in and get out. Beautiful work there. Beautiful work.
Seth Rollins considerably slower than usual. With all the damage suffered to his lower back, you got to wonder, ask yourself if it's a sciatic nerve issue. Seth Rollins could be feeling pain all the way back down his legs.
Yes, indeed. That sciatica kept me in bed for a month straight. Trust me, I know.
Incredible. Cesaro off the tag, able to keep Rollins away from the corner. That was just incredible athleticism by Cesaro, who continues to power Rollins back out of the way.
Strategy here from Cesaro, just making Seth Rollins use every ounce of strength in his body. Just for that right there. Beautiful work.
And dumped out of the ring again. And now look at Samoa Joe and Sheamus, the mugging on Seth Rollins.
Here comes Ambrose and Jordan from the backside.
And Dean Ambrose goes after Sheamus and Jordan after Samoa Joe. Chaos has broken out at ringside.
Pure bedlam on the outside of the ring. Cesaro still holding it down inside. There goes Sheamus. And there goes Jordan.
And Ambrose from behind. The lunatic French flying all over the place.
I got to respect Dean Ambrose for going over there saving his partner.
Cesaro on the backdrop.
Cesaro came down hard on his hip. Ambrose getting Rollins back in the ring.
That's a partner right there for you, dog.
What a sequence for Dean Ambrose.
Very impressive.
He wiped everybody out. And now Seth digging deep, trying to make it to his corner. And Cesaro with a cheap shot.
Wow. Swiss Cyborg is on a different level right now.
Samoa Joe sent flying.
Rollins trying to will himself back to his feet.
What a chaotic scene.
There's no one to tag. Rollins has no choice.
Suicide dive, taking out everyone, including his partner Ambrose.
Ambrose was caught in the chaos.
I think Dean Ambrose got hurt in the chaos.
Look at this, Rollins.
And watch Ambrose, he fell awkwardly on his arm.
You know, the elbow of Dean Ambrose has been bothering him for some weeks. Definitely an awkward landing, but Seth Rollins now needs to focus on the task at hand, getting back in the ring.
Where's Jason Jordan, guys?
Wait a minute. The official, I believe, is calling for the ringside doctor.
Jason Jordan was taken out at ringside.
And the doctor dealing with Dean Ambrose after Ambrose landed awkwardly when Rollins launched himself. Boom!
Oh! Good night!
Cover by Cesaro, but there's no official. He's dealing with an injured Ambrose. Now he's in the ring. Now he's got a 2 count, and he picks up the win.
You're going to count it to 25.
Sheamus, Cesaro, and Joe.
Here are your winners, Samoa Joe and the Raw Tag Team Champions, Sheamus and Cesaro.
But for Seth Rollins, obviously, who's down and out, I don't even think he's quite sure what happened to his tag team partner, Dean Ambrose, who is obviously hurt here at ringside.
Well, Seth Rollins, you know, obviously he's in no position to check on Dean Ambrose right now. I'm sure it was completely unintentional. Injuries unfortunately happened in this game, but let's talk about how impressive Sheamus, Cesaro, and Samoa Joe were as a cohesive unit tonight.
Booker, you had a question all along whether Jordan...
I told you guys, who's the odd man out? Who's the odd man out? Jason Jordan. Where is Jason Jordan?
Jason Jordan's at ringside.
There he is.
I'm sure Jordan still wants his level of revenge.
Nonetheless, the tag team champions and Samoa Joe with the victory here tonight in this 6-man tag team matchup. It has been quite the night here on Monday Night Raw. We kick things off with 3 men, a beast in Brock Lesnar, the Big Red Machine in Kane, and the monster among men, Braun Strowman, in the ring with our general manager, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle set to announce who would face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble event.
All right, guys, before things get out of hand, I need to make my announcement. At the Royal Rumble, it's going to be a triple threat match. Brock versus Braun versus Kane. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
And I don't think we need to explain why Kurt Angle was so hurried making that announcement.
Kurt wanted to get out of the way before things break down, and break down did they ever. Braun Strowman sent to the outside. Kane would suffer an unbelievable F5 from the beast incarnate Brock Lesnar, and our Universal Champion would be the last man standing.
Brock Lesnar taking out Strowman and Kane, but then this happened. And that is what Lesnar has to face along with Braun Strowman in 6 weeks. Lesnar could not believe Kane sat up after the F5, and it's going to take place as the road to WrestleMania begins in Philadelphia, 6 weeks away from the Royal Rumble pay-per-view event. You better reinforce the ring, because Strowman, Kane, and Lesnar battle in a triple threat match for the Universal Championship.
Possible to reinforce an entire city. I think Philadelphia better be ready. But the commissioner, the boss lady, is in the house. Oh, the commissioner, the boss lady, is in the house. Stephanie McMahon is at Monday Night Raw.
Only at Burger King.
Checkmate! Mansoor Banabat, much like our battle at the Loo of Water, your forces, they have been eradicated! There is no need for the foul language. We live and we learn. Oh, Napoleon, you've always had such a complex for having a small vessel, yes. Perhaps when you inhibit your next Homo sapien vessel, you're in line for a rematch. How does that sound? Wonderful! Well, I must bid you adieu, good sir. I have business to handle. The vast battlefield of the WWE is much like a chessboard. Every move strategic. Every maneuver must be precise, because one wrong move could lead to total and utter annihilation. Yes. He may not know it yet, but the consumer of terrestrial entities and I have been doing this twisted little tango since the beginning of existence. But my light will illuminate brighter than any shadow his darkness may cast. Now that the new battlefield has been set, I will stand side by side with all of my Woken warriors as we prepare for the great war against Bray Wyatt and his evil highness, Queen Sister Abigail. They must be stopped. They must be deleted! Delete! 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 Delete!
Booker, did you get all that? I understood every word that Matt Hardy just said, believe it or not. He declared me an ally in the Great War.
Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, a serious situation developing here on Monday Night Raw just moments ago. A six-man tag team matchup was underway between Seth Rollins, Jason Jordan, Dean Ambrose, Samoa Joe, and the tag team champion Sheamus and Cesaro. I want you to watch this and watch Dean Ambrose. Ambrose apparently injuring his right arm.
Situation between Rollins and Ambrose, but boom! Rollins would re-enter the ring, only to be met with a brogue kick, turn the lights out, and Rollins would be defeated for his team. But the bigger question is, what's the condition of the Lunatic Fringe's arm?
Yeah, the concern back to Dean Ambrose.
And the Raw Tag Team Champions,
How's it feeling? Come on.
Oh my God!
Oh! You're never safe, Seth. Look at me, you're never safe.
No.
We need some help over here!
Yeah, we'll be all right. We need some help!
Come on, guys, let's get some help over here!
Yeah, we'll be all right. We need some help!
Come on, guys, let's get some help over here!
It is our monstrous main event. The Monster Among Men versus the Big Red Machine. The question now is, who is going to face Universal Champion Brock Lesnar for the title next month at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view event?
If these two didn't detest each other enough, now you add the stakes of moving on to the Royal Rumble to challenge Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. These two men will stop at nothing. No way!
A chokeslam to Strowman! Braun Strowman just kicked out of a chokeslam by Kane. Oh, and another chokeslam by Kane. And again, Strowman kicks out.
One more ride, guys.
Uh-oh. And now it's Strowman's turn to deliver a chokeslam to Kane. Here's the cover, and Kane kicks out of that.
Was that the last gasp effort from the Monster Among Men? Was that all that Braun had left?
And now this fight has moved out into the WWE Universe. Oh, God, Strowman driving Kane through the barricade.
The match is over.
Both men have been counted out. Braun Strowman is not through. He continues to go after Kane.
Oh, no. Both monsters with the same idea.
Something's got to give here.
These two monsters are literally giving everything in their bodies in an effort to destroy one another.
Can you believe that this rivalry has gotten to this point?
Brutality is unparalleled.
Are you kidding me? Kane cannot believe that he stared back into the eyes of the monster.
Braun once again. Oh no. Right into the grip of the Big Red Machine.
Kane looking for the choke slam. Strowman trying to power out of the grip of Kane. Running power slam through the table. The Monster Among Men.
What does this mean for Royal Rumble? Both Braun and Kane technically lost that match. Who is going to challenge Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship?
Welcome, everybody, to Monday Night Raw. is in charge of that show, but we have no problem letting you know General Manager Kurt Angle is firmly in charge of Monday Night Raw. Hi again, everybody. Big decision by Kurt Angle tonight. Who's going to face Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble?
With so many questions unanswered, you know the Beast Incarnate wants to feed at Royal Rumble. Will it be Strowman? Will it be Kane? What's going on? I need to find out.
It'll be a good night, though.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Last week, Braun Strowman and Kane faced off to see who would challenge Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble. Unfortunately, that match did not have a decisive winner. But Brock Lesnar is here tonight. And by the end of the night, I will determine who Brock Lesnar's next opponent will be. But until then, I promise.
Live at Providence, Rhode Island, it is the monster among men, Braun Strowman.
Feel the earth tremble beneath his feet, and I'm sure Braun Strowman has a very compelling case for our general manager.
Look at the eyes of Kurt Angle, man. The eyes never lie. He's scared.
Would you want to be in there?
He's scared right now.
Kurt, I earned the opportunity to face Brock Lesnar. Last week, I was the only one standing, and that's why you should pick me to be Brock Lesnar's opponent at the Royal Rumble.
This has now become an extremely volatile situation. The Big Red Machine, Kane, and guys, we saw at the top of the program what these two men, Strowman and Kane, did to one another last week.
What went down 7 nights ago would cripple normal men. Fortunately for these two, it's a Big Red Machine and a monster, both with their eyes set on the WWE Universal Championship.
Bucker, what were you saying about Kurt Angle before?
He's got a big job tonight.
He's scared now.
I've caused more destruction than anyone in WWE for over 20 years. So there's no way that anyone is stepping in front of me. Brock Lesnar's list of victims, it's impressive. And while it does include my brother in destruction, The Undertaker, it does not include me. I'll get my chance at Royal Rumble unless you're man enough to stop me.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to have this discussion without input from the title holder. My client, the reigning, defending, undisputed.
And now things are extremely combustible.
Well, the Beast Incarnate is walking with
three of the baddest men in sports entertainment history are going to be in the ring at the same time.
Brock might want to think about this one right here, guys. He's the world champion.
Yeah, but Lesnar also doesn't know the meaning of the word fear, Booker. The Beast Incarnate circling the ring. The champion's doing the stalking.
Oh, wow.
An incredible moment to kick us off here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Lesnar, Strowman, and Kane.
All right, guys, before things get out of hand, I need to make my announcement. At the Royal Rumble, it's going to be a triple threat match. Brock versus Braun versus Kane. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Kurt Angle, what a major announcement from Kurt Angle tonight. These three men will battle at the Rumble for the title. Kurt Angle just hightailing out of the ring. And do you blame him? Not in the least. Oh, my goodness. And look at Strowman and Kane going after Brock, and Brock sending Strowman over the top rope.
That was a message.
And now Kane and Lesnar squaring off. The Big Red Machine looking for a choke slam. The champion catches him with an elbow. And now looking for an F5 on Kane. And he finally gets the big man up. And Lesnar with an F5. Wow. The Beast marking his territory. That's right, Kurt Angle. That's right. Well, you made the match.
If this is any sort of preview as to what's going to go down at the Royal Rumble, Brock Lesnar may be Universal Champion forever.
Said it, Cole, marking his territory. The Universal Champion, that's Brock.
A machine and a beast battling it out for the Universal Championship in 6 weeks at the Royal Rumble event. A colossal matchup in Philadelphia. And Kane just set up from an F5. And Lesnar taken aback. Get used to it, Brock. It's coming your way at the Rumble. And we're just getting started live on Monday Night Raw. Because coming up next, Seth Rollins has had some problems in Samoa Joe, as have the rest of his Shield brethren. Rollins and Joe square off live next on Monday Night Raw. Live on Monday Night Raw, because coming up next, Seth Rollins has had some problems in Samoa Joe, as have the rest of his Shield brethren. Rollins and Joe square off live next on Monday Night Raw. Channel 20 million.
Scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Davenport, Iowa, weighing 217 pounds. He is a member of the Shield, Seth Rollins.
I mean, what an incredible way to start Monday Night Raw off with our general manager, Kurt Angle, making an incredible announcement that Brock Lesnar will defend his Universal Championship against Braun Strowman and Kane in 6 weeks at the Royal Rumble event.
Well, I've never found it appropriate to bet against Brock Lesnar, but in this particular case, the odds certainly are stacked against our Universal Champion.
Did you see the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar a minute ago?
I absolutely did.
He's bad, man.
And here's a man as well, the King Slayer, who considers himself bad, a former WWE champion. And Rollins set to renew a long-time rivalry with a man who's given the Shield fits as of late, Samoa Joe.
Wait, this isn't Samoa Joe's music.
And that's not Samoa Joe.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing 245 pounds.
Look. Look, Seth, I understand that I'm not the guy that you want to see out here right now. You want Samoa Joe. I get it, but you're not the only one. I've been asking Kurt Angle for a match with Samoa Joe for the last 2 weeks. Here's the thing. I'm done asking. I got nothing but respect for you, Seth.
But if you have a bone to pick with Samoa Joe, you're going to have to pick the bones when I'm done with him.
Look, Jordan, look, I respect you. I appreciate what you're trying to do. I know you got Kurt Angle's voice in your head saying it's not enough just to hold your own, that you got to win. I understand that. A lot of pressure on you, brother. But look, this isn't your big opportunity. I know you think this is your chance to make it.
Well, the man Rollins and Jordan are arguing about is in the house.
You gotta be either brave or stupid to beg for a fight with Samoa Joe.
Well, isn't this nice? I mean, gentlemen, you got me up here feeling like the belle of the ball, and oh, look, all the popular boys want to dance with me. Now, gentlemen, it seems we have a very, very complex problem, and I believe in simple solutions since you both want to get your hands on me so very, very badly. How about right now we have Jason Jordan versus Seth Rollins? And the winner gets beat down and put to sleep by me.
Joe, that sounds absolutely wonderful, except for the fact that the match has already been made. Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins. So why don't you mosey on down here and let me kick your teeth down your throat? And Jordan here can go look for his daddy's approval somewhere else. How about that, huh?
Oh, boy. So I think Jason Jordan may have just talked Seth Rollins into this match that Samoa Joe is proposing. And guys, it looks like it's going to happen.
I like it.
Joe will wander down to ringside as Rollins gets set to go one-on-one with Jason Jordan. And the official checking right now with the timekeeper to...
This is a match now between Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan.
And there it is, it's official.
What a great opportunity for this kid.
So Jason Jordan one-on-one with Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe at ringside. The winner apparently going to face Samoa Joe later on tonight.
I wonder if this is going to be at all detrimental to Seth Rollins. Seth's been preparing for the last few days for Samoa Joe.
And there's Jason Jordan. Nice takedown of Rollins.
Unbelievable amateur background on Jason Jordan. And Seth Rollins is finding out right now.
Multiple suplex variations, kid. He's got a lot of talent. Just need to be able to put it all together, I think.
Jason Jordan continuing to control Seth Rollins. Now the headlock as Joe is taking a seat at ringside to look on. And Corey, what do you make of this? Jason Jordan continuing to force his way into these situations.
I admire Jason Jordan's mindset. You want to shoot for the top of the mountain, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. We've seen Jordan hang and hold his own with Roman Reigns, with John Cena on multiple occasions. Jordan knows what he's capable of. He just wants to show the world.
Yeah, but at one point you're going to get bit by it. Look what happened last week. It cost Dean Ambrose a match against Samoa Joe. Ambrose was not happy about that. Now Rollins kick right to the midsection of Jordan. Would love to make Jason pay as he sends him over the top rope right in front of Samoa Joe.
The big time here, son.
Rollins in control for the opportunity to meet Samoa Joe later tonight.
Listen up, there's not a moment to spare. It's quite a drop from the top, so how you feeling?
This is here on Monday Night Raw, impromptu matches, and this is one of them, Jason Jordan versus Seth Rollins. And we can confirm that during the commercial break, General Manager Kurt Angle told us that the winner of this match will face Samoa Joe at some point in the future. Joe watching the match at ringside.
Oh, man.
And Jordan again sent over the top rope. It was supposed to be Joe versus Seth Rollins, but when Jason Jordan shoved Seth Rollins down, he said that Kurt Angle said it would be okay if we had a match tonight.
Look, this lives up to the mantra of Kurt Angle. Settle it in the ring.
And Seth Rollins caught by Jordan.
With incredible power by Jordan.
Driving Rollins into the barricade.
The one thing I can't say about this kid, Jordan, he has a mean streak.
As is the man you were just looking at, Samoa Joe. But once again, watch Jordan driving Rollins into the barricade.
See the barricade shift about 8 inches. Under the weight of both of these superstars, totally changing the complexion of the match.
Jason Jordan tossing Rollins into the
Smart
ring.
move, cover.
Hooks both legs this time and a kick out at 2. Again, Jason Jordan continues to find himself in these situations, I think thanks in part to his father, the general manager, Kurt Angle.
One thing I can't say about Jordan tonight, he's changed his pace. He's slowing it down. I always tell young guys that's the biggest thing. You got to know how to learn how to slow it down a little bit. And I think Jordan's got it.
Yeah, burying his shoulder into the spine of Rollins, whips him across the ring, and Seth again hits hard. Jordan working the back of Rollins. Moves him toward the center of the ring. Hooks a leg, kick out by Seth. It'd be great strategy, Corey, for Jason to work the back of Seth because Jason throws a lot of intense suplexes.
Definitely a solid game plan by Jordan to focus his attack on Rollins' lower back.
Now Rollins driven again, spine first into the buckle. And Jason Jordan has taken control of this matchup as he again stares down at Samoa Joe. A man Jordan's wanted for the past couple of weeks after Joe insulted him here on Raw.
Oh, look at this.
Whoa.
Again, the power
Beautiful.
of Jordan.
Jason just manhandled Rollins.
Now, Jordan's a big dude, Corey. He's a strong guy. He's got a tremendous amateur background. He's very quick. Former tag team champion, just a great upside.
Couldn't agree with you anymore. Jason Jordan has taken to this business faster than just about anybody I've ever seen. Only a few short years he's been in the game, and he's already elite.
But again, he has a lot of proving to do to many people who believe that he's getting a lot of opportunities here because of his dad, Kurt Angle.
Well, you know what they say about family. If they can't help you out, you don't really need them.
It's because those opportunities, and he's come up short in all of those opportunities tonight. He's got a chance to have a great performance by getting a win over a primetime player like Seth Rollins.
And look at Jordan again picking Rollins out of the air and again burying him in the corner. And Jason Jordan continues the pressure on Rollins and the lower back.
Look at this. You've got to appreciate this smash mouth style of Jordan right now. Very effective.
Intense look on the face and in the eyes of Jason Jordan.
I'm hoping that's what it is. Oh, man.
Shoulder to the gut. Cover by Jordan. Isn't enough to put Seth away. Wrap the arm and a kick out at 2.
I don't know, kid. Looking a little desperate right now to me.
Well, Jordan
looks to me like Jordan's in complete control, Booker. He just about cut Seth Rollins clean in half.
He is in control, but just look at that look in his eye. I've had that look in my eye before, man. Not being able to put a guy away.
Yeah, it's called frustration, I believe, as Jordan delivers a right hand right to the face of Seth Rollins. Jason just has to, he's got to dig down here, Corey. He's got to understand he's in there with a multi-time WWE champion, former Money in the Bank winner, tag team champion.
Jason Jordan imagines what it could mean for his career to defeat Seth Rollins and then eventually move on and defeat Samoa Joe. That would silence all the doubters.
And there's a lot of doubters, man.
And look at Jordan now. Sewed! Backbreaker knee, lower back, both legs hooked again, and Seth kicks out at 2. And to Booker's point earlier, it's one thing for Jason Jordan to continue to have these great performances against the upper echelon of WWE, but at some point you've got to start to win.
You know, what's inside that confines, Cole, the only thing you got to fall back on is your skill set. And right now, Jordan's going to have to fall back on it. This kid, Seth Rollins, not going to let him out the back door or anything like that.
Booker, how long did it take you in your career to figure out how to win on a weekly basis?
You know, it was 10 years for me in the business before I realized what it took to go out there and win. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of cunning. It takes a lot of calculating.
Oh, and look at Seth Rollins into his own cover and a kick out at 2 by Jordan. Jason almost got caught.
And speaking of calculating, it's no better than this man right here, Seth Rollins.
Face first, Jordan off the second turnbuckle.
I agree with you, Booker. Seth Rollins, they call him the architect for a reason, one of the most cunning superstars on the roster. But Jordan...
And a great throw by Jason. And again, Jordan's in control.
Great counter right there.